Two, one. Hello and welcome back everyone to your own channel Capsulated Breakthrough. I am your host, I'm your host. My name is Syed Irfan and I am pursuing Electronics and Communication Engineering in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Yes, the shocking news is that we being a student of engineering student, today we have come up with a topic of related to biology, which is exploring the key role of the key biomolecules in living organisms. The biology for engineering is one of the course which is extendedly added to our engineering syllabus. So we have to read biology again, which we had read in our early days, right? Okay. So in today's video, we'll be talking about exploring the role of key biomolecules in living organisms, that is essential biomolecules or biological systems, right? So without wasting any time, we don't have time to waste because the last video which we had made was almost of 30 minutes and we were scolded. We were taught in our college that the video time should not be exceeded by above the time they had given us. So, without wasting any time, we will be starting today's lecture. Moving on to the first slide. So, yeah, the first slide will be talking about carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? See, it's not new for us. We have read about it before also in our 9th, 10th syllabus. I've forgotten which exact year did we read that. But we know that carbohydrates basically, basic definition of carbohydrates can be that carbohydrates provides us with energy, a lot of calories, right? Exactly. So, how does carbohydrate provide us energy? So just brushing up our olden biological books. If I'm not wrong, let's go through it again. If I'm not wrong, I can just tell that carbohydrates break down into glucose and sugar, and this further provides us energy, right? Okay, so what does carbohydrates actually do? How does this actually work? Let's start again. Okay, carbohydrates are the energy source, essential biomolecules for energy production in living organisms. Carbohydrates basically are very, very essential for the function of a human body or any a human body because these provide us with energy, and you know that energy is very important for human to provide to do his everyday activities, right? So, what is the primary function of the carbohydrates? Okay, the primary function of carbohydrates is that the carbohydrates primarily serve the main source of the energy to various biological processes, such as digestion, whatever the process which takes place in the body needs energy, and energy comes with carbohydrates or the proper food we eat, right? That is why they tell us, eat proper food. Don't eat junk and don't eat pimples like that. All right. Okay. So, what are the types of carbohydrates? Which type of carbohydrates are there and what are these uses? See, in this video, we will not be going in deep because in this video, we will be covering about carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and enzymes, biological enzymes, catalysts, and all. So we will not be going deep into each topic we'll be covering. We'll be just covering our surface areas, right? So what are the types of carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are classified into three main groups: monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides, each with distinct structures and functions. So basically, we have to remember that there are three groups of carbohydrates, which are mono, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. Examples of the carbohydrates are a common example of carbohydrate includes glucose, vital energy sources, starch, storage from the glucose in plants, glycogen, the storage from the glucose in animals. So basically, starch is the storage from glucose in plants and glycogen in animals. Right. Moving on to the next one, role in cellular functions. So what important role does these carbohydrates play in cellular functions? Carbohydrates play a crucial role in cellular respiration by providing energy for the synthesis of adenosine triphosphate ATP. See, we know the adenosine triphosphate ATP generation powerhouse, right? So it plays a very important role in generation of ATP, the energy currency of the cells, and are essential for the energy storage, right? If the cells are not energetic, the whole body becomes weak. That's the most basic thing anyone can tell, right? Okay, moving on to the next. Nucleic acid. What is a nucleic acid? Like, what do we understand by nucleic acid? We can also call the nucleic acid as the blueprint of life. Why? Why are we calling nucleic acid as a blueprint of life? Understanding the role of nucleic acid in living organisms. Without wasting much time, we have less time. I'm reminding you this again and again. So, yeah, without wasting much time, we'll be going further. DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, ribonucleic acid are the two primary types of nucleic acid found in the living organism. Basically, there are two types of the nucleic acid which play the whole role around which revolves the whole living organisms, the whole cycle of life, which are DNA, RNA. DNA are deoxyribonucleic acid, RNA are ribonucleic acid. Right. Okay. The key types of DNA are the DNA and RNA. What are the function? The function is like store and transmit genetic information. Right. From Homo sapiens to today, right? Being human beings, we have evolved a lot, right? Like from Homo sapiens, killing and hunting animals, not unable to speak and communicate like this, sign languages. It is a huge evolution of humanity. Within the time, it took us a lot of time, lot of genetical evolutions we've gone through, and today what we are the most in like the prime form of humanity, right? So nucleic acids serve as the fundamental molecule responsible for storing and transmitting genetic information across generations. Basically, the nucleic acid transmits genetical information. For example, anything. If my father or if my forefathers have some kind of disease like sugar or BP, that means blood pressure. It means also can inherit that disease because it is genetical. Or best example is if uh, if a family has shorter heights, which we actually have. So it is possible that my upcoming, generations can have the same height. It can be overturned also through the natural processes, which we'll not be talking in this video. Okay, it's basically the genetic information will be passed on by nucleic acid. This is what we have to remember. 2 points, main points by till now are the 2 points are there are two main nucleic acids, there is DNA, RNA, and what does nucleic acid do? Nucleic acid transforms the genetic information. Okay. Now, nucleoids. Nucleoids, the building blocks of nucleic acid, consist of a sugar molecule, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. Okay. The nucleic acid play a crucial role in protein synthesis by directing the formation of protein based on the genetic code. So the third point we have to remember is that the nucleic acid plays a very, very vital role, a very important role in the formation of protein-based genetics, right? Okay. Next. Next, we'll be talking about enzymes and the functionalities of enzymes. Enzymes are basically the biological catalyst. Catalysts are something which carries the information. Okay. Illustrating enzymes, substrate interaction and activation energy reduction. Ah, too boring line, man. Like, look at illustrating enzyme substrate interaction and activation, energy reduction, whatever. Okay, going on, catalytic activity. So, what do we mean by a catalytic activity? Enzyme accelerates chemical reactions at lowering the activation energy barrier, allowing reactions to occur at a faster rate. So, catalytic activity is like the catalyst provide a thing which helps the activity to go faster, the catalytic process to be faster than the previous effects. Okay, lock and key model, metabolic regulations, substrate specification, induced fit model. You can go through these a lot of theory here. Let's skip this and go to the next part. Okay, lipids. What are lipids? Lipids are the biological functions of lipids. Lipids are the energy storage and cell membrane. Exploring lipids are vital roles in living organisms. So, what are lipids? Lipids long-term energy storage. Lipids functions as a crucial source of stored energy in organisms, aiding in sustaining metabolic process over extended periods. Insulation, lipids play a very vital role in providing insulation to organisms, aiding in temperature regulation and protection against environmental factors. Okay, so we've come to the most important part now. Proteins. Like, bro, proteins are very important for humanity. For people who hit gym, protein is a godfather. Protein is like a supremacy because proteins are very important for like, protein itself has a title which is like building blocks of life. Proteins are building block of life, essential biomolecules for living organisms. What are the functions of protein? Proteins serves crucial role in structural support, catalytic enzymes transport and define antibodies. Structure of proteins are composed into amino acids linked together by peptide bonds, forming long-term chains. Simple. Proteins are composed of amino acids which are linked together by a peptide bond, forming a long chain. not jumping into chemistry again. We have left chemistry and came to engineering. Just understanding that it is bond of amino acid bonds linked with peptide bond and forming a long chain. Level of proteins are protein exhibit four level structures: primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. Each level contributing to overall functions. Okay. Comparing carbohydrates to lipids. This comparison is very important. It also VT usually asks this kind of comparisons in their examinations. If you have biology, unfortunately, we have. Okay, energy storage capacity and structural roles. In carbohydrates provide short-term energy storage, whereas the lipids provide long-term energy storage. In carbohydrates, contribute to structural support in plant cell walls through cellulose. Lipids play a key role in forming cell membrane via phospholipids. What kind of words they make? Moving on to next timeline and discoveries of biomolecular research. See, we can discover new things, we form new things by seeing our past because the mistakes which have been made in past can, if we read the past, we can read the past and we can correct it ourselves, and we usually have an upper hand that we will not be making that kind of mistakes again, right? If the past is written. So in 1869, the discovery of nucleic acid by Frederick Masher, if I'm not wrong. Then 1926, James Sumner proves enzymes are proteins. 1953, Watson and Crick proposed the double helix structure of DNA. The double helix structure of DNA, usually we see, like two hexagonal shapes coming in DNA. As soon as someone tells DNA, we can, I don't know how to explain it, man. Just we can, the circular shapes. Okay, forget it. So yeah, DNA structure. In 1982, Carey Mullis events PCR revolutionizing DNA research. Moving on to the next, SWOT analysis of biomolecular research advances. What are the advances we've gone through in biological processes in biomolecular systems is in this slide. Enhance understanding of cellular purpose, development of biotechnology. Yes, we can tell humanity has seen a huge development in biotechnology in the upcoming year, in the recent years, in like last 2, 3 decades. We have advanced in biotechnology and we've been focusing more and more on human life and how life happens, how life exists, how can we make certain changes, minor changes, which will leave a huge impact in future. High cost of research and ethical considerations, and governments are giving a huge support and amount of, towards R&D, research and development in these fields. I hope Indian government also does the same, right? The medical advancements, personalized medicines, misuse of genetic information, biosecurity risk. Yeah, this is something. This is always there, misuse of genetic information, because if we have a technology like which can lead to the misuse of genetic information, which can have a bad impact towards the genetical information, then it should be monitored properly, right? Okay, so this is what it was in today's lecture. I hope you've liked this video. We could not go in deep to all the to all the every slide, all the topics, because the video cannot go beyond 15 minutes. And if you guys want me to cover each every topic which we've just brushed off on top, we've just into this lecture, every topic we discussed by now, like enzymes, proteins, or lipids, or anything, we've carbohydrates, we've just understood what these are. We've not gone to the depth, right? If you guys want us to discuss it in deep, kindly comment down below in the comment section. And if you've liked our channel, if you like the videos we've been making, please like, subscribe our channel for reach. Please share to your friends. And until next video, keep exploring the role of key biomolecules in living organisms. And if you find this interesting, kindly share it with your friends. So, guys, until next time, see you. Sayonara.